is Ollie, and I'll be creating a program that displays inheritance. These are my open tabs, and we'll be working out of IntelliJ. Let's go ahead and let's set up our class first. Okay. Alright, so within the main method, we'll go ahead and tell the program what we want to do, and then we will define those steps after the main method. So I'll start by creating the rectangle object. And we're going to hard code the values that were displayed in our example. So the parameters will be 5 and 2. So next we want to display the width, the height, and the area. So let's go ahead and do that. A label for width. And we'll use a method to get the width, and that method will be called getWidth. Next, we want to print the height. So we'll do the label, and then the method. Lastly, we want to display the area. Okay, now that the program has its steps in the main method, we'll go under it and define all of our methods and classes. So I'm going to start with the class shape, and this is our parent class, so it'll store information that can be shared by different shape classes, and in this case we'll be using a rectangle. We want to make the creator private so that it cannot be changed outside of the class. So we'll store, this field is going to store the name of the person who created the shape, and then shape is a constructor, and it'll receive the creator name and store it inside the object. we use the this operator or keyword to make sure that it uses the name of the creator that it's on presently or at that point in time. This. And then this method, getName, is going to return the creator name. We also want to define the method for area. And it'll return 0 as a default value. So the plain shape doesn't have enough information to calculate the area, so we set up a default value here, and rectangle will override this method with its own formula. And we'll set up the rectangle class, or rectangle will inherit from shape because a rectangle is a type of shape. Class. And these fields are going to store the rectangle's measurements, and we'll make them private to protect the data inside the object. Set up another constructor to receive the width and height. So and as we saw, the shape class does require a creator name. So this is going to send a name to the parent constructor before setting the rectangular fields. So we'll do super and then Ollie. And then this dot width refers to the object's private width field. equals width. And so this refers to the parameter passed into the constructor. And we'll do the same thing with height. Next, the method that returns width. I just want it to return the width. And we'll do the same thing for height. And then, like I said earlier, we'll do an override method. To override the area method from the shape class and put in the formula for rectangle. So we'll override it and then define what that or put the formula in the definition for this specific method in the rectangle class. I hope I'm recording. So the formula for rectangle is width times height. Let's see what we're missing here. Line 18. Alright, let's see how that runs. Perfect. So we have the width, which we hard-coded as 5. Height is 2, so the area would be 10. And I guess we do it again. Our main method. We already did it. It knows what these values are going to be for. Okay, so we want to display the width, the height, and the area in the main method. And let's go on to our classes. Again, the parent class is shape, and rectangle is under that umbrella. So let's set up shape firstly. Again, it's not in use in this program, but it is still in the class, so I'm gonna set it up anyway. So privately, we'll put in the creator. Okay, so the creator will be a parameter for shape, so it knows the creator of the name of the person who created the shape. If we want to display that is up to us. So and then let's set up the method that returns the creator name. So again, this is not used in the main method, but it is a part of the class. And we just want to return the name of the creator. Next, the method. This will be the method, the general method to get the area for the shape class. But like we did, we'll set it up for rectangle later. It's our default value in case nothing is entered. And there is the shape class. Now let's set up the child class, which is rectangle. And we want to take some stuff from, or we want to access what shape has access to. So we'll extend it. Let's rename them. We'll just put a 2 on the end. So it needs width and height as arguments. And the creator name, which is private, but with this we can get access to it anyway. Next, the method to get width. Again, we just need it to return what the width is. Same with height. And then we want to set up the area method as well. And that we want to override the default one that's in shape. Right. And then area. Mm-hmm. What is going on? Oh, there we go. No. There we go. Alright, let's see how that runs. Boom. We got it. Nice.